Chapter 5. Developing a Pleasing Personality. Your personality determines whether people are attracted to you or shy away from you. It is the one thing that distinguishes you from all other human beings. It is your trademark by which people recognize you, and it is the thing that determines your success or failure in selling yourself through life. Therefore, you should see your personality just as others see it, so you may improve it where it needs improvement. Your personality consists on more than 30 different factors, traits, and characteristics. But here we are going to mention only the most important of your traits and personality. Every trait which goes into your personality is under your control, and you can improve it to be whatever you want it to be. Let us start with the most important trait of your personality, your mental attitude. This is the trait for which you attract people to you and cause them to like you or dislike you. Your mental attitude must be positive if you attract people to you. How do other people know whether your mental attitude is positive or negative, you may ask? First of all, other people tune in and pick up your mental attitude by telepathy without your saying a word or making a move. But there are other ways they can tell whether your mental attitude is negative or positive. You disclose this information by the tone of your voice, whether it is pleasant or harsh. The expression on your face is another factor. It can be soft and pleasing or harsh and scolding. It can be shown by the courtesy and consideration you show others or the lack of these. So you see, there is no escape from revealing to others the exact nature of your personality. The next most important trait of your personality consists of your flexibility of your mental attitude or your lack of it. If you have flexibility, you adjust yourself to all the situations in your relations with others, without losing your composure or allowing yourself to become irritable or angry. Just remember, if you have flexibility of your mental attitude, it will be impossible for anyone to make you angry or to irritate you without your consent or cooperation. You cannot control the actions of other people, which might justify you in becoming irritated by them, but you can control your reaction to all such circumstances by exercising your trait of flexibility. You will observe that all people in the higher brackets of success have this flexibility, and they do control their reaction to the influences of other people. The third most important trait of a pleasing personality is the ability to control and direct your emotion of enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is one of the means by which you can give forcefulness to your words, but you must be able to turn it off and on at will, as definitely as you can turn water on and off. Uncontrolled enthusiasm can often make people boring. It also may open wide the window to one's mind through which other people may enter and influence one in ways he does not wish to be influenced. The fourth most important trait of a pleasing personality is a sincerity of purpose. The person who is not sincere in all relationships with others is soon detected and rejected, because no one is attracted to the person who thus endeavors to deceive others. Sincerity is one quality of a character which cannot be successfully faked by even a con man or efficient actor, because insincerity carries with it some warning signs which other people recognize. You can go back into your own experience with insincere people to prove the truth of the statements. Now let's speak about some of the common habits which destroy a pleasing personality. You may wish to check yourself as these habits are being described so that you may correct any of which that applies to you. Habit number 1. One of the most destructive habits which make one's personality objectionable is that of breaking in and running away with a conversation when others are speaking. Habit number 2. sarcasm expressed by insinuations and wisecracks which are not so wise is near the head of the list of habits that give one a negative personality. Habit number 3, vanity expressed by either words or actions is sure to make one unpopular. Habit number 4, indifference in listening while others are speaking is sure to be noticed and resented. It is more profitable to be a good listener than it is to be a good talker, because one is always out to learn something while listening to others, but never learns anything from hearing himself talk. Habit number 5, the attempt to flatter where flattery is obviously not deserved, will bring quick resentment from others and put them on notice if they are wise that the flatterer wants something he perhaps should not get. Habit number 6, the habit of finding fault with the world at large and people in general is never a popular habit and is no part of a pleasing personality. It is far better to direct your conversations to the circumstances and things which are right than to complain about those which one believes to be wrong. Habit number 7, one of the worst habits that destroy a pleasing personality, is that of openly and directly challenging those to whom one may not agree, especially when there's no obvious reason for doing so, except for the desire to be on the opposite side. Habit number 8, the habit of volunteering unsolicited advice to others who have not requested it. This can make one an intolerable bore. Free advice is usually to be considered just what it cost, which is nothing, but the patience with which to listen to it. Habit number 9, the habit of speaking of one's physical ailments, worries, and personal problems may be tolerated by others, but this habit will never make one welcomed or pleasing. If you wish to make yourself welcomed in your relations with others, you must manage to talk about things that concern those to whom you're speaking. You will never be boring to the person to whom you are speaking if you speak of things which interest him. This is a truth which all master salesmen understand and respect. Habit number 10. The habit of endeavoring to convey an impression of superiority through use of words and topics unfamiliar to others. This is a surefire destroyer of popularity. If you wish to sell yourself to others successfully, you must negotiate with them on their own level through terms which they understand. Habit 11. Becoming envious of those who are successful. This is an ugly trait which destroys a pleasing personality. The truly great men and women have all been known to be generous, sympathetic, and joyous in connection with the good fortunes of others. Habit number 12. Carelessness in appearance and body posture is immediately traceable to a negative mental attitude and displeasing personality. Although clothes do not make a person, they give him or her a mighty good start. If you were free from these 12 common habits which makes one unpopular, chances are you have a very pleasing personality. Just remember this. If you are not liked by other people, you may be sure that there is a reason which you can detect and correct. It is unnatural for one person to dislike another without a cause. Before you can make full use of the master key to success, you will need to make your personality pleasing. This will require courage on your part and honesty with yourself. A pleasing personality stands near the head of the list of assets which make one truly rich. Andrew Carnegie was a famous Scottish-American industrialist who took a great part in the expansion of the American steel industry. It was said that he paid his right-hand ally, Charles Schwab, $75,000 a year for the services he rendered directly. But he often gave Mr. Schwab a bonus of $1 million for the influence that he exerted on his associate workers because of his pleasing personality. So you see, Andrew Carnegie placed a great value on a pleasing personality of more than 10 times as much as he valued the personal services of his right-hand man. Perhaps this will give you a clue that will help you to up the market value of your personality.